Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 2 on Nyxus Gaming. I'm here in the main menu because from where we left off, as soon as I start to load the game, we're going to be put right into dialogue. So I just wanted to start here. Let's go ahead and jump on in. We're in Chapter 2.
It must have been a massacre! Bones everywhere! How in the world did Glevissig harness so much of the power?
Do you always get so excited at the sight of skulls, Deathmold?
Scoff all you want, I speak of magic! The kind of spells that win wars. Thousands incinerated in seconds! Ah! Power, destruction, annihilation!
He seems fun.
Yes, after which Sabrina Glevissig was burned at the stake. And the Pontar Valley remains within Aedirn's borders.
Aedirn is a carcass. Still showing life signs, but the realm's days are numbered. No peasant revolt can change that.
You're wrong, Deathmold. This country lives. I can feel it. Like an old wounded bear covered in scars, hounds all round it, but still strong. Still deadly. This will be a good war.
But sire, the Aedirnian barons won't dare stand against you. You shall see that shortly. I've prepared everything.
So this chapter has you starting off not even playing as Geralt. It's a very short segment, but we are playing as one of the kings of the north, King Henselt. And remember,
Can you feel that?
all the
Magic
kings are
still
being
beats strongly in this
assassinated. He
place.
might be next.
Shivers run down my spine.
Strange. Glevissig's quadruple sun is a short duration spell. It should have dissipated long ago.
An anomaly, perhaps? Not uncommon. The sheer amount of power she summoned. I doubt she retained complete control.
Stop discussing Sabrina
Long live
Glevissig,
the king!
or I promise you that heads will roll.
They obviously don't really like this Sabrina Glevissig person. She was more important in the books, I believe. She wasn't in the first Witcher game unless you download one of the premium modules. And she played a small part in one of those. But I guess between the first and the second game, she sort of did this big ritual here and got punished and killed. I can only imagine what
Baron
the effects are.
Long live Henselt!
Kaedwin!
Always and forever! Scum.
The other nobles are panic-stricken at the very thought of Saskia with her peasant and non-human rebels. They are unprepared to fight and know it very well.
And Demivin's cub? Has he named his price?
Prince Stennis has yet to respond, but Fellat has assured me.
I must see him. Look into his eyes. I'll know what he's made of then.
Oh, he'll know what he's made of. Flesh and bone. I think this is the end of the walking section right here. I've been trying to go slow just so I don't cut off any dialogue for you guys. We're going to meet a few important people here that have been mentioned before.
We most humbly greet His Majesty Henselt, King of Kaedwin, heir to the dynasty of the Unicorn, Lord of Ard-Carreg, Archduke of Banard, and Vanquisher of Nilfgaard.
Welcome to Aedirn.
How much do you want?
Your Majesty surely jests.
I couldn't be more serious. How much for your signatures?
100,000 Novigrad crowns, we thought, to each of us, and the titles of Marquis.
Ooh.
We speak of Upper Aedirn, of coal and silver mines, numerous factories, the sole white marble quarry this side of the Yaruga, and the North's main east-west trade route.
We speak of Lawmark. I advise you to adopt the new nomenclature.
In exchange, we shall swear fealty and acknowledge your Majesty as sovereign of these lands.
I'll give you half, I guess.
You'll receive 50,000 apiece and no additional titles. Also, you'll provide guides and supplies to my army. My men will install themselves in your castles. Your armed men will gather under Sorcerer Deathmold's command, and will set out to quell the peasant rebellion.
Sire, the common folk will hate They simply won't understand.
Yes, Fellet, they will hate you, but at least this way you'll live. Comfortably, I might add. Refuse and die, by my hand, or that of Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Sire, we accept your conditions.
Deathmold, the scroll.
Sire, there is yet the matter of Prince Stennis and his rights to these lands. So long as he lives, so long as the prince lives, he'll force his claims.
Then kill him, Fellet.
Sire, I'm no warrior.
In that case, shut up and sign. Sire, the Dragon Slayer approaches, white flag in hand. Excellent. Let her pass.
What are you waiting for? Pick up those quills and sign.
Just out of curiosity, what does Upper Aedirn sell for these days?
50,000. How much would you have demanded, lass?
King, command your vulture to shut his beak before I thrust his cockerel up his arse and twist so hard he'll crow until noon reverts to morning.
Sire, you must have her restrained.
I mean... Yeah, let's just silence him. I'm not a huge fan of Deathmold, if I'm being honest.
Shut up, Deathmold. I've rather taken a liking to this Saskia. Say your piece, woman.
King, withdraw your army, recognize Upper Aedirn's sovereignty and your persecution of non-humans, and give them leave to quit your realm. Do this and save yourself and your army.
You have balls, woman, but what would I gain? My soldiers would call me a coward. I am Henselt of Ard Caraig. I'll not run from a woman, even if she be a dragon slayer.
I see one other solution. You and I, King, here and now, before these folk and the gods, I challenge you. As in the old days, when the Honourable ruled this world, Upper Aedirn to the victor!
The lass has gone mad. To challenge a king.
Sire, this is absurd. We shall crush them in battle. They say the lass has slain a dragon. She could be dangerous.
Yeah, let's fight. He won't actually fight, but let's fight.
Precisely why she makes a worthy foe. Don't disappoint me, Dragon Slayer. Please show me how it's done. Begin!
I think we do actually fight. It just gets cut off.
Facing one another in a chivalrous duel shall be Henselt of Ard Caraig, King of Kaedwin, Sovereign of Caingorn and Malior, last of the line of the Unicorn, and Saskia, the wench who killed a dragon. The victor shall take Lormark. May the gods settle this. Begin! Death here!
Stop! Stop in the name of Kriv, Freyr and Melitele!
That's a little uncalled for. Probably not the object you want to commit senseless murder on. And we're Geralt again.
Hey, halt!
What's with you, Zivik? Booze Major Batty. Don't you recognize me?
I'll be ploughed and damned. Why the hell did you bring him here, Roach?
He's a witcher.
I know who the whoreson is. Ploughing Kingslayer at the gate of a king's camp? Why, he's not even bound.
Easy, lads. The Witcher's no murderer, I'll vouch for that. As for kings, well, I desperately need to see yours.
You're in for a wait then, Mr. Special Mission Knight. Don't move, mutant! One of you go get the sergeant, and while you're at it, fetch a solid piece of rope to bind the freak.
Come on, Civic, no need for that. Where'd you say the king was?
Out in the field somewhere, negotiating. Hey, Kingslayer, drop your weapons, or do I need to pack a bolt up your ass?
Probably don't want to do that right now.
Don't move!
Either of them. I don't want to bolt up the ass either.
Hands where I can see him!
Yeah, keep yelling at him when he's clearly not doing anything.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? What is going on? I don't see anything. I don't see anything. What are we looking at? Yeah, let's all just leave the king behind when bad shit is happening. Some soldiers they are. Ah, it's okay. We have other soldiers here. They'll surely protect the king, right? That's why they're closing in on him.
These spectres were my soldiers. It's Sabrina's curse.
Aedirnians are here as well.
Admire the sights later. We have to go on.
Endure, friends. I must focus enough power for the spell.
Okay, so we're just fighting these wraiths that are just respawning. Fallen soldiers of the battlefield here. Sort of similar to the whole thing in Chapter 1 with Triss. As you followed the circle, you're gonna want to stay close to good old death mold here. Boy, do I really trust powerful sorcerers with death in the name, right? Oh, Draugr. Actually, we need something from this guy. If we can loot the body. We need that Draugr armor fragment for later. It will be very handy for something we want to make.
Ready! Stay close to me!
What the hell? Where did the sun go?
It's an eclipse. Somebody cast a curse. Very powerful.
What do we do?
We have to get out of here. Spectres are only susceptible to silver and spells. Stay behind me.
I'll try to disperse the fog.
I mean, Death Mold, stay behind me. Death Mold seems to be doing well here. As long as we stay in the circle, I think they're doing fine. What if I leave the circle? Oh, probably don't want to leave the circle. Don't want to leave the circle. I was going to try and go back for that other Draugr armor fragment, but I think we only need one. Yeah, not really much action here. Deathmold's just hogging all the glory. I feel like, you know, Sheila's here. She could probably help him out and, like, double the radius of the spell. Oh, is this action? This is action time. Oh my god, they got the wraiths. They're getting death mold. We gotta take him out. Easy. Hensel, you probably shouldn't be so close to the enemies.
Stay close to me, sire. It's not far now.
Let's hope so.
Or are you going backwards? We were going that way, weren't we? Okay.
It's Prince Dennis. He lives.
No, the wraiths have taken him.
We got Stennis' sword. I don't know if that's important. I don't think I've ever picked it up before. Or ever had need for it before when playing this game, but hey. It's the sword of a prince, so it has to be good, right? So yeah, the idea is whatever curse Glevissig put on this place, and then whatever the king did to that stone kind of upset it further. All of the previous knights that have died on this battlefield are just sort of being resurrected, and I don't think it's necessarily from this time period. This part of the Pontar Valley, as we're in, has always been fought for, and many people have died here.
The fog is dissipating. We're near its end.
And we're almost through the main battlefield part. We got to make it up to that fort. That's where me and Roach were originally, I believe. Where the good guard was holding a crossbow towards us. I like that you can see the blood on the sword. That's a nice detail. Why did we go around this when we could have just cut through here? Purposefully trying to make this section longer than it already is. We're almost there, don't worry. Might have one more section where we're fighting a wraith, maybe? Yep, here we go. Where are they? Oh, there we go. Like, I see the blue pointing to here, but I didn't see a wraith. Like, what's going on? Why is that one pointing to Roach? Okay, are we good? I think we're good. The blue is the end of the fog, so that means we are all done. It's really just the main battlefield area that, thank you, that this curse is affecting for whatever reason. You get to either of the main areas and you're fine. It just looks perfectly fine now, like nothing happened, you know?
Deathmold, Sheeler, meet me in my tent. You're to explain what the hell happened there, and how we're to get rid of it.
As you command, Your Majesty.
I'll tolerate no delays on this matter, and summon all my company commanders.
Immediately, Your Majesty.
Corporal, I'd like you to watch the Witcher closely. He just pulled me from a magic hell, so I doubt he wants my head as he took full tests. But I'll not have him wandering round the camp like some stray dog. Occupy him for a time, then bring him to my tent.
Sire, I must request an audience.
Later. I'll see my mages first, then the Witcher.
Ah, just lovely. And here I'd hoped for a calm little war.
Know where I might wet my throat around here?
Roach, willing to vouch for this overgrown urchin?
Doesn't matter, the
did
king
not kill
already let me
Foltest
in.
or Demavend, if that's what you're asking. You've got my assurance on that.
Good enough for me. Let's go then.
It doesn't matter that the most powerful man here, the king, is letting you in. I want the assurance of some random guy that he's with that could be on his side, right? Oh, whatever. This is like the main hub of the second chapter, the Kaedwin camp. I think I've glitched a little bit trying to go through the door. There we go. Alright. So he has stuff for us, but there's a few other things that we want to do first.
I'm a bit scared of going against the Saint.
And it involves this little arena here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know who we're supposed to talk to about it, though. I guess for now, to be safe, let's talk to Zivik. Because he wants us to go this way anyway. We might have to.
Busy as ever with military commissions, but he'll take a private commission from time to time.
He's given us a little tour of the place, I guess. Hey, buddy. You're Magnus, the armorer?
What do you want?
Oh, I can arm wrestle you. Why not? I think we'll have to anyway.
Are strong. I say they're fat pussies.
Damn.
And I say I can show you just how strong we are. Careful you don't snap something. Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Let's go. As always, bet max. Why? Come on. There we go.
Let's do this.
Alright, just like before, we want to keep the circle in the yellow. The longer it's in the yellow, the more it'll keep going to his side. Once it's over there, we win.
My hand! Damn you! Might want to put a cold compress on that.
Alright, and I guess, even though he's the blacksmith, we can't actually buy or sell stuff from him, so, oh well. Let's keep following Zivik here.
We don't have all day.
Yeah, I'm coming, bro. Chill out. You didn't see that intense arm wrestling I was just doing?
Ah, we're here at last. The canteen, the most important place in the camp.
I see people playing dice poker.
You should find a monster contract or two on the notice board.
Don't worry, we'll get to that too. What if I want to... Is he still, like, leading me around? I think he is. Let me look around here first. We got Jolan.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Jolan seems to be the only one I can actually talk to. Is this guy in charge here?
Let's go.
Okay, some canteen this is, I guess.
We don't have all day.
Dude, this guy is so impatient. Minute Mick. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh's right, dude. I'm here. Quickie. What a name, Quickie.
Seems we'll be slaughtering squirrels again. Surprise!
Don't worry, we're just gonna pop over to the canteen with Quickie. He won't last long. I'll be back soon. Don't know why I had an accent there.
Here's where the king organizes tournaments. All glamour, ceremony, noses and cocks in the air. Between those, we kill time thrashing about with swords, pikes, chairs, the works. Good stuff, no holds barred. They pay well too if you know who to talk to and who to bet on. Excuse me a moment, Witcher.
What are we doing? This is where I want to start. So, if we're doing stuff here, let me start.
How did the fight go?
You've a nose for this, Zivik. You won again.
Someone's placing bets.
You gonna bet on more fights today?
Of course. I'll come by later.
Well, I'll come by now. Let's talk, Gilbert. Oh. Okay, Gilbert doesn't have anything to say, I guess. Okay, I'm coming.
Let's go!
I just said I'm coming. Don't worry. Oh, this looks fun.
See him, Witcher. Loosen his bonds a bit and he's liable to jump at your throat like a rabid mutt.
One of your Skoyatel. How did you capture him?
Scouts found him wounded in the ravines. Someone massacred a small unit. The boy said it was a bloodbath, as if the Reaper just swung his scythe right through them. Whoever attacked them was very strong.
Any idea who it might have been?
No. But if they managed to ambush elves in the wild, I'd rather not meet them.
Right, Zivik. Let's go see the king.
Hold on.
No talking to the prisoner!
Weren't you just asleep?
No
Do you
talking
really
to the
care?
prisoner! What do you want?
I want to talk to the prisoner. Has he spilled anything yet?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet. He didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the royal mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
Okay, how did you catch him?
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Okay, can I talk to him?
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know ya.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
Okay, so we'll probably be able to do that later, I assume. I'm guessing talking to Richkin is much the same.
How'd you do?
Yeah, nothing. Okay, so I wanted to start at the arena, but it appears we can't do anything right now, so...
We don't have all day.
Let's shut this guy up and just go see the king, I guess.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Zivik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha!
Alright, straight to the main tent, he says. Up here, I assume. Yeah, right up here.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
I find it hard to wean myself off life.
As do we all. However, in all my career as an ambassador of His Imperial Majesty, I have never met anyone quite as talented at surviving as you. I took the liberty of checking some rumors about you. I'll say it again. Impressive. Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
This is the Nilfgaardian guy from the prologue that was trying to bother Foltest. Which, shame, right?
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Natalis. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Yeah, they just disappear sometimes, you know, magic and all.
Mages have a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you. Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask one more question, if I may.
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Merigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
I mean, she does have friends.
Maybe she's involved, maybe she's not. Triss has her friends and I have mine.
Undoubtedly. Wandering poets, dwarves with terrorist contacts, and special forces agents.
It's certainly true you diplomats are experts at gathering information.
How else would we negotiate effectively? Learning all there is to learn about other countries is a necessity. Nevertheless, I thank you for your information. Was there anything else?
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
Okay, well, where to next?
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to
Kind of
Lochmuin.
funny.
Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin?
I'll wait till he's done.
City quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Kind of funny, he blames the mages for always being around the kings when they're being assassinated. He was around Foltest when he was assassinated. Now he's next to Henselt, and he wants to go to Radovid. Kind of whatchamacallit, dude.
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kaedweni King.
Sure, yeah, you can tell me something.
You sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
I can reveal one thing. The Emperor was very moved to hear the White Wolf had returned. He asked me to investigate the matter personally and submit a report.
Why do I interest him?
He didn't say. His Imperial Majesty keeps his motivations to himself.
Okay, well, I guess that's all with him. Let's go see the important guy now. Sheila's here too.
Greetings, Geralt.
Oh, I guess we'll talk to Sheila. No, you know what? We're not going to talk to Sheila. Let's talk to the important guy, like I said. Good old king, but not before we steal 30 orens from the king.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
To clear my name, right? That's why we're here? Looking for the Kingslayer, Letho?
Peace and quiet, sire. I need to clear my name. Though I tend not to meddle in politics, this time I believe I have no choice.
You must answer quickly and unequivocally. You must be clear, Witcher. I'm in no mood for excuses hiding behind professional codes and trade secrets. Did you kill Foltest?
No.
Do you know who did?
Yes.
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't think so, but he seems to know me a little bit.
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kaedweni saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tarsaville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
I mean, I can try.
I'm willing to try.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
But what activated the curse?
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
Okay, so do you know who cast the curse?
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
And now you're here, and the curse is active. Very, very interesting. How did she curse you?
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
And what did you condemn her for? What'd she actually do?
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody, charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kaedwenis and Aedirnians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
Okay, why did she attack her own side?
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
And I think that is all from you. Farewell. Oh, we got a level up too that we can do. Can we steal more good stuff from him? Not really.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Oh, now we got to talk to good old Deathmold. I was going to try and talk to Sheila, but we'll just keep ignoring her, I guess. Can I talk? Do I have to wait for him to get in there, I guess?
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Dude, this guy is creepy.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
Yeah, time will tell.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve.
For now.
I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Oh, of course. What would you like to know?
Apparently not all the specters were aggressive. I didn't notice that at all.
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them, apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banard.
Glevis's Curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's Curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood, best done at midnight surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevisig's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the Great Encyclopedia of Curses, Spells and Prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Quite a tome.
Okay. What's with the coins? The square coins?
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me,
best
your head of
secrets.
state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it.
Okay, and are you sure Sabrina cast that curse?
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Okay, and why is he still alive? That's a weird question.
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevisig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death.
Alright, well, I guess it requires blood. They just keep adding more.
If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy. The minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
Alright, I think that is everything with Death Mold. Let's
You're
get
gonna
to
help me,
work.
Death Mold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Damn.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
How do you know?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Okay. That was a lot to unpack. We've still completely ignored Sheila, and we're going to keep it that way. But we're going to go ahead and end off the episode here. All the talking for the chapter should be mostly done, at least the whole intro bit. Next time, we're going to start with some fun stuff. We're going to play dice poker, hopefully get into that arena, do some arm wrestling, and some fist fighting. So I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.